We made a deal to tell this story, and we're telling this story.
Joel, I think I found something.
Whoa!
What?
No, nothing. It's just your forehead seems bigger than last season.
I think I found a way through.
I'm sorry. That was acting. That's what that was. I don't really care what happens with this movie. I really hope her career is pretty much over. I'd be thrilled to see that. I can't imagine. I mean, Christian, you tell me.
Ellie still looks and acts like a 14-year-old from season 1, even though she's supposed to be 19.
Yes, maybe we can prop it open with something and you can slide.
Whoa! Oh my god, what?
Is it getting bigger?
Stop it.
No, seriously, what's with that?
It's fine, Joel.
Does it hurt?
Joel, please. You're making me self-conscious.
I'm sorry, it's just a little bit startling.
Normal head, Joel. Can we just get back to the door things?
It's planetary.
Leave it.
It's gonna have its own area code soon.
Like most people, I liked the first season. I thought they did a great job. Season 2, I was skeptical on them not recasting Ellie and keeping Bella Ramsey as Ellie because it's supposed to take place 5 years into the future, but obviously Bella Ramsey in real life was not going to age that much in, the 2 years it took between seasons. So in the show, Ellie still looks exactly the same, but is supposed to be 5 years older. Also, Ellie still acts exactly the same.
I'm in a very unique position because it's my second go at this story. But I've just now lived in this world for so long.
Bella Ramsey was once hailed as the face of a new generation. The fearless breakout star who brought Ellie to life in HBO's mega hit The Last of Us. But behind the praise and headlines, something darker was brewing. Now, the same franchise that catapulted her to stardom has turned its back on her. Whispers from inside HBO point to a decision that's sending shockwaves through Hollywood. Bella is out. And not just replaced, erased.
Yes, maybe we can prop it open with something and you can slide.
Whoa! Oh my god, what?
Is it getting bigger?
Stop it.
No, seriously, what's with that?
It's fine, Joel.
Does it hurt?
Joel, please. You're making me self-conscious.
I'm sorry, it's just a little bit startling.
Normal head, Joel. Can we just get back to the door things?
It's planetary.
Leave it.
It's gonna have its own area code soon.
For some reason, they made the decision for The Last of Us Season 2 to make Ellie dumb, to the point where she even says that she's stupid. Why? That just kind of betrays the character.
Joel, I think I found something.
Whoa!
What?
No, nothing. It's just your forehead seems bigger than last season.
I think I found a way through.
But the most jaw-dropping part? She didn't even see it coming. Sources say HBO secretly began the process of casting a new Ellie while Bella was still under the impression she'd be returning for Part 3. It wasn't a public recast. It wasn't even a quiet negotiation. It was a covert replacement, done behind closed doors, with no warning, no send-off, and no acknowledgement. Just a quiet shift. Like she was never part of the story at all.
Actually, people were critical of some choices that we made in the show.
Yeah.
And they were saying like, oh, I like this better in the game, and this was more subtle in the game, whatever they said.
It's never any fun not being able to go to sleep, just like it wasn't any fun watching Last of Us Season 2. So, in the show, Ellie still looks exactly the same, but is supposed to be 5 years older. Also, Ellie still acts exactly the same. So it really conflicts with what the character is supposed to be portrayed as.
Have you changed up your impression at all, or is it pretty much the same?
Well, the noise is the same. I've not got any more noises in my back pocket. The new infected are pretty terrifying. They're so smart, and they haven't really got a noise. That's the whole point of them, is they're silent and terrifying.
Ooh, give us a little silent and terrifying.
At all. Everything began to unravel after The Last of Us Part 2 aired. The season dared to take bold, creative risks, killing off Joel, shifting timelines, and introducing morally gray characters. Critics called it brave. But fans? They called it betrayal. And caught in the middle of the firestorm was Bella Ramsey. Cast in one of the most iconic gaming roles of all time, Bella faced a storm of fan outrage. Online forums exploded. Hashtags like #NotMyEllie took over Twitter. Even though critics praised her for emotional depth and bold interpretation, fans refused to see past what they viewed as a broken legacy. Her voice, her look, her energy, all of it was dissected and ridiculed by die-hard loyalists. The praise faded. The backlash roared. While HBO stood by her in public, the damage was already setting in. Internally, cracks began to show. What fans didn't see was the rising tension behind the cameras. According to insiders, Bella wasn't just struggling with fan criticism, she was clashing with the showrunners. Word spread that she routinely challenged the script, rejected rewrites, and demanded changes mid-shoot. One insider claimed she refused to film key scenes unless her creative vision was honored. Neil Druckmann, the mastermind behind the Last of Us universe, allegedly found the pushback exhausting. At first, he admired Bella's commitment, but as reshoots piled up and tempers flared, admiration turned to frustration. Reports suggest some scenes had to be completely reworked just to accommodate Bella's last-minute changes. One crew member even described her as impossible to direct when the emotions ran high. HBO found itself walking a tightrope, balancing loyalty to a lead actress against a production veering off course. And the fans? They were turning faster than anyone expected. Season 2 started off strong. Millions tuned in, eager to see where the post-Joel world would go. But by the third episode, everything changed. Ratings started to dip. Viewer engagement fell off a cliff. Online reactions ranged from lukewarm to furious. Review bombings, meme takedowns, and hour-long YouTube breakdowns dissected every scene, and much of the blame fell squarely on Bella. In a desperate move, HBO launched a massive PR campaign. Bella was put on every late-night show, spotlighted in every digital feature, and flooded across social media. Instead of calming the storm, it only made things worse. Viewers felt pandered too. Critics saw through the spin. And behind the scenes, Pedro Pascal, beloved as Joel, was reportedly distancing himself. An unnamed HBO source claimed Pedro was done babysitting a PR mess. Though he never said it publicly, insiders insist he was quietly looking for his exit long before filming wrapped. With Pedro stepping back and fan outrage at full tilt, the show had lost its anchor, and Bella had become the face of its collapse. For months, fans speculated about The Last of Us Part 3. Would it redeem the series? Would Ellie's story finally find closure? Neil Druckmann kept teasing possibilities. A new arc, new themes, maybe even a darker take on Ellie's evolution. But behind the curtain, Part 3 wasn't moving forward at all. HBO repeatedly delayed development. The writer's room reportedly went in circles. Budget stalled, creative discussions turned into arguments. Then, in early 2025, HBO quietly held a private summit. No press, no leaks, just top execs and Druckmann. The verdict? Shut it down. No new season, no continuation, no Bella Ramsey. What's more, sources now claim the summit also included early concept pitches for a new Ellie. Not just a different actress, a reimagined version, older, grittier, and played by someone completely different, someone Bella never saw coming. The decision to recast Ellie didn't just happen in a boardroom. It came with a silent blow that hit Bella harder than anyone realized. There was no email, no phone call, no official announcement. Bella Ramsey was simply removed. Her name quietly disappeared from internal documents. Future pitch decks for The Last of Us no longer included her image or character arc. Even her agent, according to one source, was left blindsided by the sudden ghosting. Behind the scenes, it was Neil Druckmann who reportedly pulled the trigger. He'd supported Bella for years, defended her casting when the fanbase erupted. But something had changed. This time, he didn't fight for her. He ended it. And HBO backed him. One anonymous executive allegedly put it coldly. She wasn't just recast. She was erased. That level of erasure isn't just rare, it's brutal. Even actors who flame out get farewells. Bella got silence. And that silence, it screamed betrayal. In the weeks following the internal shakeup, fans began noticing something strange. Bella disappeared, she stopped posting about The Last of Us. Promos she once proudly shared vanished from her feed. Interviews were mysteriously canceled. Red carpet appearances pulled. Then came the cryptic posts. Vague quotes about loyalty being tested, doors closing, and rebuilding from the ashes. Each post triggered a storm of speculation. Then came the digital scrubbing. Bella unfollowed HBO accounts, deleted behind-the-scenes content, removed old TikToks referencing her time as Ellie. Even fan-favorite selfies with Pedro Pascal were quietly wiped. Comments were turned off, mentions silenced. The girl who once posted with infectious joy had gone full blackout. PR insiders now say a damage control firm was hired to handle the noise. Some claim HBO offered her a settlement to walk away quietly. Others believe Bella's staying silent, for now, until she's ready to tell her side of the story. Either way, the silence is loud. With Bella off the grid, online voices filled the vacuum. And many weren't kind. Suddenly, the very same YouTubers who once hailed her as the bravest casting decision of the decade were uploading takedowns. Videos titled, "Why Bella Ramsey Was the Wrong Ellie All Along" and "The Real Reason HBO Let Bella Go" started climbing the trending charts. Podcasters and streamers pounced. Entire Reddit threads chronicled every awkward moment. Every quote, every decision they now claimed proved she was never Ellie. What made it worse? Leaks. Alleged call sheets suggested Bella skipped rehearsals. Others claimed she demanded solo script reviews, rewriting emotional moments to suit her preferences. Former crew members hinted that she struggled to bond with castmates, adding more friction to an already tense set. And as the backlash snowballed, one name began rising again and again: Kaitlyn Dever. She was the original fan favorite to play Ellie, and now fans were demanding her return. TikToks went viral comparing Dever's performance in Unbelievable to Ellie's emotional arc. Side-by-side edits, fan posters, voiceovers of Ellie lines with Dever's delivery. It wasn't just speculation anymore. It was a movement. Hollywood doesn't need to say it out loud when someone's been iced out. The silence speaks volumes. Multiple casting insiders now claim Bella's name has started disappearing from major shortlists. Directors reportedly worry about baggage. Streaming services see her as a PR liability. One executive allegedly put it bluntly: too much noise, too many risks, not enough pull. And Neil Druckmann? He's gone radio silent. No public support, no kind words, no farewell. Even more damning, Bella's team allegedly pitched a new series concept to a leading streamer earlier this year. It was turned down. The reason? We're looking for quieter headlines. Translation: you're toxic, at least for now. Hollywood rarely forgives quickly. When you burn a bridge with a franchise this big, the fallout can follow you for years. And Bella? She didn't just burn it, she got pushed off it. While Bella was being scrubbed from HBO's future, something else was already happening. Something she didn't see coming. In quiet corners of studio lots, a new project started making noise. A Last of Us feature film. Not a continuation, a reboot. And this time, the lead wasn't Bella. It was Kaitlyn Dever. Industry whispers say Dever was contacted late last year after Druckmann reportedly saw early test footage with her reading Ellie's lines. She was older now, edgier, emotionally raw, and perfectly aged for the version HBO now wanted. A darker post-war Ellie. Gritty, silent, violent. No trace of Bella's hopeful tone. Concept art allegedly leaked online shows a scarred Ellie walking through ash and snow, totally removed from the previous timeline. And Kaitlyn's name? Quietly attached to internal casting sheets. This wasn't a casting rumor. This was a handoff. And Bella? She was never told. Bella Ramsey's fall wasn't sudden. It was surgical. Once the proud face of The Last of Us, she now sits in limbo. Not publicly fired, not rehired, just forgotten. No tribute, no announcement, no acknowledgement. She went from front-page star to a digital ghost. Hollywood doesn't often show mercy. And in Bella's case, it showed none. She may resurface, she may break her silence. But for now, the message from HBO is clear. Ellie has moved on. And Bella? She was never part of the ending.